Hello, welcome back to the 9th episode of the Metal Antics podcast. I'm joined today by my co-host Isaiah.
Hello.
Michael.
What's up, man?
And we are here today with Eduardo Ruiz. Nailed that one. He is a photographer professionally, and he is the vocalist of Refinement, a local Jersey band. How are you doing today, man?
Doing great.
Yeah, we're on video today, so we could be seen.
I brought my whole setup here.
Oh yeah, this is like an expensive, sick ass setup.
All these lights on me, I just feel so nervous.
It's like the most professional environment I've ever been in my entire life.
Yeah, I feel like I'm about to get interviewed for something.
The
Yeah,
best
right.
part is that I can stare down the barrel of the camera.
Yeah, it's like we're on the casting couch right now.
I'm glad I could bring that experience to you.
Yeah, thanks, man. So, why don't you give the people a little background on yourself? Like, how'd you get into photography and music in general?
Well, I got into music when I was 14. I had this one friend that started dating my cousin, and he was like obsessed with like Megadeth, Metallica, like Anthrax, like all that like thrash metal shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he just started showing it to me, and I was just like, oh, this is crazy. And then I just started like listening to like thrash metal religiously, but like nobody around my age either was. So like once I started getting into high school, like all the people I met there were all into like like Of Mice and Men and like Asking Alexandria and shit. So that's like what like kickstarted it, like that whole like interest in like heavy music. For some reason, like all my friends, like when I was like 12, 13 years old, all went through like that scene phase where everybody likes Papa Roach or 3 Days Grace and shit.
I'm still in that phase.
Yeah, exactly. But like everybody grew out of it, and then like it's just like, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah. It's a lifestyle, mom.
Yeah. And photography, I was just always interested in it, but I just never really had the money to like buy a camera really. So I tried taking photos with my phone and like editing on Visco and shit, but like that never really took anywhere. And then I finally got a job, when I turned 18, and then I was like, I have money now. So I just like finally bought my camera. It was a Sony, because like there was these two like people that I was like really like into that did photography that both shot on Sony. So I was like, all right, I gotta go that route. So
Respect. What's the first band you ever shot?
on
camera.
On camera. The first band I shot was, I think, 2 days after I got the camera. I think it was Desolated. They were on tour and they played Mexicali in Teaneck. I think it's called Debonair Hall now.
Okay.
But yeah, I just I was gonna go to the show regardless, and I was just like, hey, I have a camera now, so like, let me try this. I had like no intentions of shooting shows when I first got the camera. I wanted to get it for like shooting like fashion, because I was really into like dressing and a lot of, I just like was really into like seeing like people online like posting like their photos of like their outfits, and I thought it was really clean, really like lifestyle, so that's what I wanted to do. But then quickly, because of how often I went to shows, people were like, oh, you have a camera now, come shoot our set,
Yeah.
And then it kind of just became like, oh, like this shit's kind of like fun. So at first it was pretty bad, honestly. It was terrible, but people were just like glad that there was like an image of them that wasn't taken on a shaky iPhone, even if it was still kind of like blurry or whatever. They were like, oh shit,
So
and
like,
it kind of just
the
like
first
snowballed from there.
The first time you just like went into a show in the crowd with your camera,
yeah,
was that like scary? Like people bumping around with this expensive camera?
No, dude, I was terrified. It wasn't that expensive of a camera, but like I had no idea what I was doing. I was like shooting in auto mode, and like it had like a little pop-up flash, and like I was just shooting direct flash, and like, dude, honestly, like I it's still up on my Instagram and stuff, like the photos from that show, and like they don't look that bad. Like I got lucky for some reason at that show. I just think like the venue lighting was pretty good, but they were pretty good.
So no one got blinded in the process. It just flashed
I
in the
hope
middle
not.
of the show.
I mean, if they did, I apologize.
I mean,
but
as long
like,
as nobody said anything, I don't
Yeah.
think anything happened.
It's too late now.
yeah,
They don't
sorry,
remember.
3 years
They
later.
they don't remember.
Just imagine being on a stage, you see a flash from the crowd. What the hell is that?
I mean, there's probably enough,
No,
lighting going in your
like
face.
but I'm saying the flash from a camera is probably obviously brighter than a flash from a phone.
Yeah.
I went to a show one time at Starline. I forget what it was. This lady was in the front row. I think it was Seether, actually. And lady was in the front row. She was, drunk or off something. And she stuck her phone out as far as she could and put the flash on and recorded 2 whole songs straight. I'm surprised no one called her out.
Really?
Because that's fucked up, is to just hold your camera out as
Full
far as
flash.
you can, flash in the face. Because, Starland, like, you're not too far away from, like, the singer or whoever you're in front of.
Yeah, the little like barricade space is just like only a couple.
You're
feet,
probably
yeah.
about maybe 6-7 feet away.
Yeah.
And have a flash in your face. I
You
would
ever
be
see a
pissed.
mom at a sporting event with a giant iPad?
Yeah, right. A MacBook just turned around.
I've
I
never
could have
seen
sworn
that.
Starland. Like I remember one time I went to go record with my Flash, and he told me like, they're like no Flash.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm
I don't know. Maybe a
surprised.
special
Yeah.
occasion.
Maybe there's like she's too drunk. We don't even care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starland's the best venue in Jersey. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. Shout out Starland.
I'm gonna have to disagree,
Ooh.
bro.
What do you say, Game Changer World?
Dude, I used to love Game Changer. That venue was sick. So many people hate on it, but
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just like super nice. Like all like the arcade games they had there, and then just like the amount of shows that would go there like every week. But
Mhm.
favorite venue in Jersey? Damn.
Rahway High School Auditorium.
Yeah, right. Totally.
Can't say I've been there, but favorite venue in Jersey.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure, dude. I don't know. I feel like it's because I haven't been to any shows in like Jersey in like since like February or something. Actually, no. Recently House of Independence has been pretty good. I've seen some like crazy, like pretty good shows there. Like the Acacia Strange show that was there with like
Okay.
Left Behind and Downswing was just like bad. Like I think they got like blacklisted from playing there just because of how bad the
Really?
crowd got. There was like a fight every 10 seconds
Oh,
at that
shit,
show.
dude.
What were they fighting about?
Just
Metal.
like they started playing, and as soon as they started playing, like everybody over the age of 25 started like beating the shit out of everybody.
So at the shows, do you get like a backstage pass?
Sometimes not. Sometimes like you don't really need it because like the venues aren't that big enough. But if it is like a big enough venue such as like Starland or like House of Independence, like I'll probably, if I am like planning on shooting the band, I'll probably like message them beforehand, like, hey, like I'd love to shoot your show. Like here's what I've done. Would you like to trade like like a ticket to the show and photo access backstage for photos and everything delivered to you the same night? And usually it works out. Sometimes like they don't even get to see it until afterwards,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh shit, like sorry we missed this. Like this would have been sick, but.
Yeah.
Has a band ever been like, no? Like,
Yeah, some bands
yeah?
like they're just like, yeah, no, thank you. Like some people are like super like chill about it. They're like, nah, we don't have any money, or like, nah, like we already have our own personal photographer, which I get, But then like some people are just like super like they're like offended by it, which I just
Yeah.
think is like, sorry, dude, like, I was just asking.
It's like, you think we fucking need you, dude? Like,
yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm just trying my best, man. It's my job.
That's what I always worry about whenever like I DM any person about like the podcast, like any band members. Like I was telling you the other day how I'll sometimes see them and DM them. I get scared, like they'll be offended, like I'm gonna get some mean ass reply from
Yeah,
someone.
I mean, like-
They're gonna say no and post all your bad.
Yeah, right. These fucking losers
Usually
want
the
me to come
worst
on their
that can
podcast.
happen is like they say no, or you just
Yeah.
get left on red.
Yeah.
And then like if it's like really bad, then like they'll have something bad to say about it, but like it's not much you can lose with it, so like just like shoot it.
I feel like I'd probably just see the no, and if there was more after, I wouldn't even read it. I don't want my feelings hurt.
Yeah, you'll see it like in your DMs. It'll just say no, and then like there's a little dot.
Yeah,
It's
like-
like, yeah, I'm just gonna swipe on that one. We're gonna let that one go to chance.
Should
Fans are like, no, JK.
Should we jump to the important questions? The important ones.
What important ones?
We always ask this question, but like usually to a band. But what is the most like wild tour? I guess I would say. What is?
Been on.
Like what
wild
crazy
tour.
stories? We always
Um,
ask that.
It's been a lot of crazy shit. With my own band personally, we did a tour like in July of like 2019 with our friends in like Dead Culture, and that was pretty fun. Like we were literally like caravanning the entire time. Like after every show, like we'd like go to like the same parking lot or like same person's house after it ended, and then just like explore together, have a good time the whole time. So that was pretty fun. With other bands, that's been crazy.
Give us the juicy details, like who exploded, who blew up,
Dude, it's I'm not gonna get into all that, but some crazy stuff that has happened is dude, there was this really wild time when I was in California with this one band, and we were just chilling after the show. It ended, like it was like a pretty like downtown like nice area, so we were like whatever, and we just left the van there. We go to like a bar, have a couple drinks, and then we come back. And then the guy that was gonna drive, he was just asleep on the steering wheel. And then this guy comes up, and we're thinking he's just gonna ask for money and stuff, but there was this other photographer on the tour, and she was a girl, and then this dude started getting like super fucking creepy about it, and then he like started threatening us, and we're just all like drunk trying to process like,
like
what the fuck is going on,
He's
And-
the new driver.
Yeah. And then we were just like, yo, wake up, we gotta drop away. And then like the worst thing that could happen is like as soon as he wakes up, like the keys fall on their like the chair. And then we're like,
what happened in a video game or like an action movie? The keys just fall.
Right?
Yeah, it was just like the worst.
I can't find the keys.
But other than that, like we made it out cool. Another crazy stuff. Oh, there was this another time. I think it was on the same tour actually, where we played somewhere in Texas. I think it was Fort Worth, Texas, and there was this like older couple that like, I guess like the bands had already like arranged for us to stay there, and then we get to their house, and then there's just like so like it's huge, it's like a huge house, and like they fit 3 of the bands on the package there because it was a day off, so we spent all day there. And they bought us like so much food, and like the husband like cooked like so much meat for us, and it was like so sick.
How did you get into this situation with these 2 old people just cooking you?
I don't know. So apparently, what one of the guys was telling me that said it was like a rite of passage, because apparently like some like huge bands have stayed there. Like apparently like Black Dahlia stayed at their house. Like they had like all these posters of like big bands that had stayed over them with them, and I was just like, damn, this is crazy. And what was also kind of weird was that in their bathroom, in the bathtub, there was a giant python.
Oh shit!
It was like a giant snake, and I was like, "Oh shit, cool."
Was it chill though?
That's just the bathroom snake.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it wasn't the only bathroom though. Like no one's going upstairs to pee in the bathroom with the python.
That's
Well,
that's
no,
the
it was
snake's
downstairs.
bathroom.
I mean, I don't think I didn't go to any other bathroom. I think, but I was just like, "Oh shit, snake!"
Just
Like it was like enclosed off with like a glass door and
Oh,
everything. But I was just
Oh,
like,
okay.
snake.
I was about to say, like he just sits in the bathtub.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was a python, but it was just a really big fucking snake.
Doesn't matter, big ass snake.
It's his bathtub.
Yeah, it's his
Yeah.
bathroom. He's
It's
the
his.
guest there.
Did you ever think the perks of photography would be 2 old people cooking for you?
No,
Yeah, right.
honestly, like when I started thinking like perks of photography, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get into shows for free, and that like leave it at that. But it honestly opened up a bunch of doors for me that I never thought like it would, to the level and to the degree it did. So that was like,
Yeah, it's great. They brought you all the way here.
Yeah,
Podcast.
it brought me all the way here. Yeah, but no, I mean like photography took me like across the entire country. Like last
Literally.
year, I did like so many tours. It was like 200 shows plus shows, and then like 2018, same thing. Like I went on my first tour in like summer of 2018, and then it just like kept stacking up. Like as I was in one tour, like I would get offered another one, and then as I was in the next one, I would get offered 2 more. So I was like gone from like June until like honestly like the end of January of 2019.
Holy shit.
When would you say like you started getting into like the bigger tours and stuff like when did things start taking off, getting like serious or whatever?
So the first tours I did, it was just like DIY, very, like bands that, were on the road, but like playing, like smaller venues, like dive bars or like BFWs or shit like that, which I was like cool with, because I was just like, you know what, fuck it, like this is what I want to do. And so like I quit both of my jobs.
Oh shit.
Like, so one of my jobs, I just asked like, yo, can I get 2 weeks off? And they were like, no, you can't do that, I gotta fire you. And then the other job, I just like stopped showing up.
Did they fire you for just asking for 2 weeks off?
Well, yeah, because they were like, you just started, like, because I had only started working there like a couple like months ago, so they were just like, no, we just got hired. Like, you can't do that. I was like, damn, okay, sorry,
Shit.
I gotta go.
Peace.
But yeah, like once I started touring, a lot of like bands that I had like previously talked to that like had rolled through like the Jersey area, I like shot their shows for free and like delivered them photos, and I was just like, yeah, like if you ever need someone, let me know. And then once they saw that I was doing like actual touring, like even if it was with smaller bands, they're just like, oh shit, like are you available? We're doing this and we're doing that. And the 2 bands that I really like want to like thank for that was just like Kaonashi, because they took me on like to Texas and back with Sworn In. And Sworn In was like still is like one of my favorite bands at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like super like nice to see like them, and then also be with KO the entire time, because they were like really up and coming at that point too. And then within that tour too, we also like met up with like Traders and Signs of the Swarm and
Oh,
that
that's
land
awesome.
for like a couple days in Texas. So like we got to link up there and meet them, so that was pretty cool as well. And the other tour that really kicked it off too was Last 10 Seconds of Life with Extortionist and So This Is Suffering. So This Is Suffering brought me on because I like took photos of them locally, and they were like, hey, like we're going out with Last 10, and then like we need somebody. So I was just like, dude, fuck it, like I don't care. And it wasn't the best tour situation because like they were touring in like a 12-passenger van with no trailer, so all the gear was there, and like there was some nights where like I would have to sleep on top of the guitar cabs or some shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like touring's like not that really ideal when it's like that, you know, when you don't really have the budget, but it's still fun. And there I met the last 10 guys, and then like dude, they like put me on, because after that like we became pretty good friends, and then that winter they were just like, yo, we're gonna be on tour with like the Faceless and Rings of Saturn for like, you know, 10-year Planetary Dweller. So I was just like, yo, like I gotta be on that. So
do like bands like request you? Like will they message you like, hey, hop on this tour with us?
yeah, so
Okay.
some bands will like message me and like request availability, be like, hey, you know, we have this coming up, like do you think that it'd be possible if you can, you know, come with us, whatever, and all this stuff. And then also what I try to do is in every tour I go to is just like network with all the other bands that are on the road, just so more doors open up along the way. And that's worked out pretty well for me. That's how I started touring with Victims, because I talked to Weeping Moon if they needed a photographer, and then that's where I met Victims more, and then Victims were just like, hey, we're going out with Angel Maker and Traders in February, like you should come out, and that's where I met Angel Maker, and then Angel Maker's like, hey, we're going out with Oceano in May, and then that's how I got into
That's fucking
into
crazy,
them.
dude.
And yeah, it's just like, you know, snowball effect.
I was
Like
just gonna say.
you
I
get
was
to meet
thinking
these
that
people.
too.
Yeah, like you get to meet these people, and like, you know, you kind of have like the same similar interests. Like, I feel like if two people, you know, they're like touring and they like metal and they're playing metal hardcore bands, then you already have more in common than you already know.
Right.
You know, like you probably shared like similar upbringings, if not financially or, you know, environmentally, at least musically. You know, so you have that to relate to upon. And then you like make relationships. Like a bunch of these guys and girls that I've met, you know, along tour have become like really close, like friends of mine. Too, like I got married in Vegas in 2019, and like my band flew out from Jersey to like come to it, and then my friend Mike from Angel Maker, he flew from Canada to the wedding.
Oh wow.
Yeah, just to attend and stuff. So that was
That's
like,
nuts,
pretty nice.
dude.
How was the Angel Maker show? Because I love Angel Maker so much. How was she?
Shooting for them was really cool because I was like into them for like 5 or 6 years already at that point. So I was just like, oh shit, like, you know, getting to like meet them and everything was like cool, and then we just like clicked like super well. And shooting their sets like super fun. Like they all have a lot of energy. Like both vocalists, like love Casey, love Mike, and then like both guitar players, like Colton and like Matt. Like everybody has like so much like uniqueness to them, and then the set just flows like super well.
I gotta see them live. I just need to.
Would recommend.
Definitely.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. You
11
seen
out of
them
10.
live, but
I'll say 11.
11.
11.
That's crazy.
I'll
Yeah.
take your word for it.
I believe it. Most deathcore bands are fucking nuts on stage.
Sure, yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah.
not one that is just boring, you know, just like bobbing around. Like, fuck you, bitch. You know? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that would suck.
I got one more question. Did you get the tattoos?
Already? One more?
Huh?
You can ask as many as you want.
Yeah, no.
You don't have to
for
one
right
more now.
No, for right now, because I want to get
Okay.
this normal conversation.
Sorry.
Chris. God. Well, did you get the tattoos before or after you started photography?
I'd say both. Like I had like very little like before photography, and then I got a couple on tour. Like I got like this one and this one and this one on tour, and then this one too. This is like Angel Maker's logo. So I got that the day that their album came out. We were in Nashville, and their show sold out, and I was like so hyped on it. And there was like a tattoo shop across the street, so I just went there. And I was just like, yo, I love you guys. I'm gonna get your logo tattooed on me.
Now they gotta take you out. Yeah.
But yeah, and then like this arm, like this year I just like went off because I was just like, I'm not going anywhere. Like,
Yeah, fuck it.
you know. And I found a really good artist, Billy. His Instagram's like @SwimReaper. He's like Belmar area, and he's just like super talented at doing tattoos, and I really like his work. So I've just been going to him like every couple of weeks.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I have no tattoos yet. I'm definitely looking to get some soon.
Yeah, you need
So.
some. You need some.
I do need some.
You've been saying for a minute you're gonna get one.
Yeah, but they're expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't got money. Fuck.
You should get metal Antics on your forehead.
Yeah, right across your.
Yo, I
forehead.
said as soon as we hit like
Brand
100,000
loyalty.
streams, I will get a metal Antics
Yeah, me
tattoo.
too.
But
I was thinking about
you
it
gotta
today.
seal the deal on your forehead.
No, not on the forehead. Maybe like.
Get it like at the back of your ear.
No, I
Maybe.
definitely, I'd probably get it like right here. I was thinking about it today,
Maybe.
because I got a new tattoo today for the people watching. Right here, and while I was getting it, I was literally thinking, I was like, yo, I was thinking about the Metal Antics tattoo. I was like, yo, I get that right here, because I'd want it somewhere where I could always
I'll say
see
fucking
it.
get like a little bullshit tattoo right here just for the fun of it for now. But I don't know where I would get that. Like, Shit, there's a lot of places. You gotta write on the nipple.
Well, you got a lot of area to work with. My whole.
What are you trying to say?
We're trying to say you're literally a blank
Trying to
canvas.
lose
You
weight.
have no tattoos.
Yeah, blank canvas. Man.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to work with, you fat fuck.
Okay.
Fucking chubby.
Hey, you can't make fun of it, only I can.
That picture you sent earlier of us in freshman year, you need to look like that again.
Dude, I look like a fucking weenie.
Yeah, I still look like if I shaved my beard, I'd probably look exactly the same.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my
I have
god.
a
Yeah,
picture
so
of,
like...
from like elementary school, you know that one of you standing in your parents' room and you have a little phone.
Of course. That's middle school. Because I didn't take any pictures. Yeah, I didn't take any pictures of myself. I got a black shirt. I got a snapback. I know exactly where it is. I remember that picture perfect.
I haven't seen a snapback hat in decades.
Me neither. Who wear? I don't.
Bro, people can't even recognize me in high school. Like, it's crazy. I look like a fucking
Because you
kid.
disappeared.
Well, no, that was middle school.
Oh yeah. No, but you just showed up. You just came back.
Did you guys all go to like the same school
Yeah,
together?
yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's how we know each other. But, yeah, I looked like a fucking child all the way up to, like, I don't know, what, junior year? Then I started
Yeah.
becoming manly man.
Dude, I feel that. Like, when I was in high school, even after I graduated, everybody just kept telling me I looked like I was 12.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, like, once I, like, got older, like, people were always just like, oh, I thought you were 25. And I was like, no.
I don't know how to do it. I want to guess.
Yeah.
Let's all take guesses here. I want to say you're 28.
24.
I'm 22.
I was gonna say.
You're 22?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was gonna just say 21 for like the meme, the shitty joke. But yeah, works.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because, like, you said you look young, but I feel like you're a lot older. Holy shit. So you're 22, going
Yeah.
on tour with all these bands across the country.
Yeah, most
You're
of
living
How is
a
it
life,
traveling
man.
so young?
Huh?
I was like,
What was that? What was that? I'm sorry.
how is it traveling so young? Because a lot of people like, is traveling how you thought it would be? 'Cause I know a lot of people have that dream.
Yeah, it
Like,
was that dream for me. Like as soon as I like started doing it, like there was this one guy that I used to follow a lot. I still follow him a lot. His name is Johnny. He goes by like the Work of Jar on Instagram, and he used to work a lot for this band called Dependence, which is like one of my favorite like bands.
Mhm.
Too, and like the stuff that he did for them, I was just like looking at those photos and I was just like, yo, this band looks like the coolest band in the world, and like he's making that happen. And then I just like saw him like work his way up and stuff, and like he started touring with like a Mice and Men, and like now he's doing Issues and Beartooth
Oh, wow.
and like all these like top like tier bands in the
Yeah.
genre sort of stuff. So like that really inspired me to be like, yo, I gotta like travel and like create, because like that's just like the funnest part, to like. What I loved about touring, like aside from the shows, is just like being at a new location every day and just like taking photos of like the environment or like wherever we are or like of the guys, because I love creating the memories, but I also love being in the moment and like framing stuff how I want and be like, okay, that looks crazy.
And you
Like-
always get new scenery. It's not like
Yeah.
you're stuck in one area having to think.
yeah,
You
exactly. Yeah,
always-
like you're always in a new like spot every day, and like no matter what it is, like it's always like super interesting.
What's the most like? How do I explain this? Maybe exotic, I would say. place?
Exotic
Yeah, like
place?
you went to, or I'm trying to think of a better word.
Like, have you gone outside the country yet for a show?
No, I haven't gone like outside of the country.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
How exotic does it get in the U.S.?
Exotic?
Yeah.
That depends on what you mean by exotic.
Like, what
in
is
the
a
US.
place where as soon as you pulled up, you were like, I 100% need to take a picture here or I will
Or
die.
you just pulled up somewhere and you're like, this
honestly,
place is different.
anywhere in California. Honestly, not actually. No, I take that back. Not anywhere in California, but like Santa Cruz area, San Jose, San Francisco area,
I hear LA's a shit.
and then like no, dude, it was pretty cool. So, like Anaheim, San Diego, LA area, like I love those areas. I love San Diego because like we went to like the shore. I forget like what it was called exactly, but it was these like caves and stuff like right by the shore, and it was like super.
I
sick
hear San
there.
Diego's like the nicest, like, of all, like,
Yeah,
California.
I love. You know what was actually funny that happened in California? I got a ticket for a traffic ticket for driving one of those like scooters that
Oh,
you
yeah.
like rent around, and there was like a red light, and I just like ran it because like it was one of those streets where like there's like nothing on this side, so like, you can either just go straight, and then there's like the cars that either go left or right. So I was just like, there's nobody that's gonna come like full on to me, so I'm just gonna like just like done it. And then like these cops like start like chasing me, like not chasing me, but like just riding the scooter. And then they turn their lights on, and then I just think like, oh, it's whatever. And then they start like yelling at me, and then I get pulled over. Like they ask to see my license and everything, and then they see like, why don't you have a helmet on, like all this stuff. And I was like,
I didn't know you could get pulled over for riding.
Yeah, I didn't know you could either for
I
riding
thought
the
they were
scooter.
just, I thought they were just like you rent it, you ride it, and then I didn't know you had to obey traffic laws.
No, dude, actually, they gave me this like pamphlet that had like all the rules and regulations that you have to follow. And I was
It's like,
you know
oh yeah, I'm
what?
gonna read this.
And I was just like, you know what? I'm probably not gonna write these things anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get a ticket or anything because I was just like, dude, I'm not from here. Like my license is from New Jersey.
Yeah. It's all hell over here, you know. Like,
Yeah.
traffic over there is like crazy, right?
Yeah, it's terrible. I would probably say like the worst places to drive would probably be like California, like SoCal area, and then like Dallas, Texas is like. It's
Yeah, I was
like
gonna say
Dallas is purgatory, bro.
Yeah. I was wondering. So I don't need specific numbers, but on a tour, do you make money or do you break even?
I usually make money just because I usually go like with a band with a flat rate on tour, and then I'll try to make my money by hitting up the other bands on the tour and like offering the same service. Be like, hey, you know, I'm already here. I'm working with so and so. Would you like some stuff too? Like, here's what I can do. And then what I also do to like try and make more money is like I'll like go to all the Facebook event pages and I'll like hit up every single local band opening up and be like, hey, saw you guys are playing. I'm on the tour package with so and so. Would you be interested in any photos of your live set or any promos or like a recap video or like a live music video? And like, you know, if you bundle more than one together, I'll give you a discount. And like, here's some of my references and here's some of the bands I've toured with. So like doing that like always brings me like extra clients and stuff. So what I love most is like when a promoter like makes like a local festival and like has like the 3 touring bands and then like 15 locals. Because then I'll hit up every single
I'm making money tonight, baby.
Yeah, dude. Like, and it's like a good trade-off, you know, because like they get like their photos and like they're happy with them. I'm happy with the results too, and then like, you know, I get to walk away with like some money too at the end of it.
Drinks on me tonight, boys.
You know, I've actually done that a couple times. So, you know, I'm just like, yo, I made a lot tonight. Like, rounds on me.
I
Like,
took
what?
pictures of 9 bands, dude. Drinks are on me.
Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah. What's the biggest band you ever done?
Biggest? No, it wasn't on the tour, but it was for a show. I filmed a live set twice for the Bouncing Souls in Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, they did like the Stone Pony Summer Stage. It was like sold out, like 5,000 people there. And then they did another show in this other venue called White Eagle Hall, and then like filmed some stuff for them too there. So I would say that's probably the biggest like band that I've worked for. Yeah.
Like you've done like Spite, right?
Not directly. I just happened to be there.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
like bands that I've like directly done stuff for, is like Rings of Saturn, like Last 10, Angel Maker, Oceano, Kawanashi, Sworn Into. There's more. I just can't think. I gotta look it up. But yeah, I mean, you get the gist of it.
Yeah.
It's like mostly like metalcore, deathcore bands. I wouldn't say like huge, like honestly, like, oh, I'm doing these like huge bands, but like pretty like decently well known like established bands. I did some stuff for Black Dahlia Murder too in May last year.
Oh, nice.
Because like Last 10 like hopped on a couple dates with them, and then I just started doing some photos for them too. So
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say. So you're close with Court Order, right? You know,
yeah. I've done a couple, like actually not a couple, like so much stuff with them.
Yeah.
Like it just started off with like them playing a show with us, and then like, you know, I do the same thing that I do on tour when I'm home, which is like, you know, since I'm also playing, I'm gonna bring my camera anyway too. So like hit up all the bands, be like, hey, do you guys need anything? And then that's how we met, and it kind of just like became their go-to guy whenever they're like, hey, we're playing a show, or like, hey, we're doing this, or like, hey, we have an idea for this, and you know, we kind of just like clicked and linked together a bunch of times to do that.
Right. Yeah, because they're real good friends of the podcast. You know,
Yeah.
obviously we had them on. And they're the reason, like, I saw your Instagram, like, I followed you one day, and then you saw our podcast, and you hit me up, and I was like, you know what, that's crazy, because I was going to hit you up. But you did it first. So, it all worked out crazy.
Yeah, like I was like telling you that like there isn't really anything like this around the area that I've seen, at least. I mean, if there is, you know, like feel free to like, you know, reach out or like something like that, but I feel like no one's really taking the initiative to do something like this, so like I really wanted to like.
Yeah, we're
You
definitely
know.
in the perfect area, because there's a huge metal scene in, like, the tri-state area.
Yeah, you have like bands all over Jersey, New York City, Long Island, Connecticut, Philly.
Yeah.
You might even be able to get some bands from like Delaware, Maryland.
Yeah,
You know, it's like
not that I know any in
the
Delaware.
farthest, like it's like a 3-hour drive, like the farthest thing, you know, which still is
Yeah,
terrible.
there's just so much around here.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you want to talk about, like, your band, like, how you got into...
It's crazy. I was literally about to say
Yeah.
the same.
Then you know what?
My question
You say
is
it.
Telepathic.
my question is been burning a hole in the back of my head since
All right,
Christmas.
okay. You've heard it.
Since Christmas.
Since Christmas. Who would win? A
Oh,
Who would
oh
win?
shit.
A bear or a gorilla in a fight?
In a fair, neutral ground fight,
Who would
no
win?
one has the advantage.
I have to go to Gorilla.
Fucking that, man.
Dude, I feel like
go.
Dude, I feel like a gorilla has just like more brute strength than a bear.
Nobody
Like, a bear,
but you.
Bear,
Nobody but you thinks a bear will win.
A bear has its
one
claws.
more person on the poll on Instagram thought a gorilla would win. Just one more person.
No, dude, gorilla 100%.
That makes two now.
You know how big a bear is?
Yeah.
A polar bear gets up to be 11 feet tall.
Okay, you said a bear. You didn't specify it. Like,
Yeah, we're going biggest. We're going silverback, polar bear.
You pick your gorilla then. You pick your gorilla.
well,
Silverback's the biggest.
Yeah, so
That's why I said
honestly,
polar bear.
if it's like that, and I don't know, I feel like it's an even fight. But honestly, no. Like if you put a polar bear,
No one.
why is this a situation?
It's never going to happen ever unless we get stupid rich and do it illegally.
I'll still put my money on the gorilla.
Whatever.
Honestly.
We'll see.
All
When this
right.
gets big, you'll see.
All right.
Oh man! All right, so yeah, let's talk about your music. How'd you get into refinement? How'd that come to be?
Oh yeah, the timer.
Oh, yeah, but
The pause.
yeah, it's hilarious because I was literally like thinking the whole time while you guys were talking. I was like, yo, as soon as they stop talking, I'm gonna be like, we've been talking about your photography this whole time. Why don't we talk about your band more?
Yeah.
And then you just stole the words straight out of my mouth.
You just took it.
I'm like that. I know you. But yeah. So just enlighten us on how you got into refinement or how
Well,
you made it.
I wanted to start a band since like as soon as I like started high school, and like there was like a couple like attempts that like kind of just failed. Like we would practice a couple times. We're like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and we end up just covering songs or But refinement started in like 2015, I think. So it was just like me, our drummer Casey, and then our old guitar player Leon. And we just wanted to be like a melodic hardcore band, like Counterparts, Capsize, Until We Were Ghosts, that sort of stuff. And what really solidified it was that whenever we tried starting bands, we never really could find a vocalist. So like I just started learning how to do vocals, and like I would practice in my garage and to like songs. And then I'd be like, okay, like I think I got it like down enough. And then I brought up the idea to the guys. At first, they were like, "Are you sure you can do vocals?" And then honestly, I wasn't like even that great. Like it was pretty bad because I had only been doing it for a couple months. But I was just like, you know what, fuck it, dude. I'm like ambitious to do this, so like, whatever. So the three of us got together. We jammed out, and we're just like, "Yo, this is sick! Like we could really be like a real thing, sort of stuff." So that's kind of like how it started out, like the three of us. And I forget how we got the name. I think Casey came up with it. I think it was a word on the SAT.
Oh yeah.
On the SAT prep. I think that's how it was. Like we just kept thinking like, oh, what are we gonna name it? And I was just like, I don't know. But I think like we got it from an SAT prep book.
Did you guys take the SAT? I didn't take the SAT.
I remember this. I didn't take the SAT. Maybe I did. But there was this one question that like kept popping up on Instagram after everyone took it, and it was like this hypothetical about cookies. Do you remember that?
Are you talking about the PSAT?
I don't know.
That was
Maybe.
different. Yeah, that's the one that everyone talked about. No
You
one
remember
talked
the
about the
hypothetical
SAT.
question about the cookies?
No. I remember the question about like the whole Blackfoot thing. Do you remember that?
No.
Dude, everybody kept talking about that in
There
my
was this
school.
one about some cookies. It was just such a dumb question.
There was one about dolphins. I remember.
Yeah, I
I
remember
know there's one about
dolphins.
dolphins.
Wait, so how old are you guys?
We're all well. He's
Well, I'm
21.
21.
We're
Okay.
both 20.
Okay.
So yeah.
Damn. You guys are younger than me. That sucks.
Not by much.
Yeah.
I know, but still, I'm used to being the youngest person around.
You're always with like big traveling bands.
Yeah,
Dude,
you're-
I'm used to being like with like people that are like in their mid 20s, early 30s. Usually, so like when like
You're
guys
with
are,
established people. We're just
we're
there.
just
Yeah, we're just here.
Dude, you guys are established enough. Dude, you got your whole setup up. Props to you guys.
Yeah.
But other than that, we went to me and Leon, we went to a show at Dingbats, and it was like Triumph and Until We Were Ghosts, and then that like solidified that like, yeah, we need to be a melodic hardcore band. Like,
Word.
and then it kind of just like took off from there. We asked Alfredo, like a guitar player too, that is like still playing with us now, if he wanted to join. He's just like, nah, I'm good. Like
His name's Alfredo.
Yeah,
That's fucking
And
awesome.
he was playing in this like gent band at the time. So, but then he was just like, you know what? I'm actually not fucking with this gent shit. So he ended up like joining us, and yeah.
I really fuck with the name Alfredo, actually.
Yeah.
That's dope.
You guys play any live shows?
Yeah, actually, what sucked is that in March, we had like so many shows booked up, and then we dropped our music video the day that the whole like thing got like confirmed as a pandemic as well. So like all like our song like got overshadowed by like everybody like, oh shit, we're locking the country down.
Yeah.
And other than that, we were literally supposed to play a show that day too. So we were supposed to play a show that day. Supposed to play like 3 more shows that month. And then on April, we were supposed to go on tour with Kalnashi to Texas and back. And then we were supposed to tour in June. We were supposed to tour in August. Supposed to tour in October. Like I was like using all the knowledge that I learned from being on tour with other bands. And I was just like, all right, you know, like I'm gonna apply it to like us, and it's gonna be our year. So like we bought a van, we insured it, we got a tune-up on it. Like we spent like I think $6,000 on it total, and then it was just like, yeah, no. And they were just like, it's fine. It'll be a couple weeks. Like the tour will get rescheduled for July.
Yeah, that's what everyone thought.
And then July came, and then we're just like, it'll get rescheduled for like October. And then October came.
And now it's January.
And now it's January, and like not much has changed in terms
so
of regulations. So
it's 2021. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, we're all the way in. Like we're kind of far in this episode. We didn't even mention the new year at all.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
I was thinking that in the car. I drove here. I was like, you know what? I gotta say Happy New Year to everyone. But you know, better late than never.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah.
I feel like we're stuck in like a never-ending cycle. This is just we wake up, do thing, go back in the house, and that's all it is.
I think that's just adult life.
That's sad.
That's this quarantine.
yeah, you're just like limited to what you can do.
It sucks not being able to like
Social
be excited
aspects.
for a show, because like the build up to a show is crazy. Like you'd be like, all right, we're a month away, we're a week away, it's tomorrow. You know, oh, it's today. I can't wait. You know, and there's nothing to be excited about anymore.
Yeah, it's just...
I can't wait till this is over, guys.
I've gotten accustomed to it almost, just because like throughout all this, like I've still been working with like bands, like doing music videos for them, or like live sets, you know, that they've like wanted to like do, or like photo shoots, whether they want to do promos or behind the scenes stuff for other music videos. So like I've still been able to like sort of involve myself despite with this current situation, and like I still get to like somewhat experience live music, you know, when I see like, you know, these bands like performing their song or doing whatever. But yeah, it's like it's not the same.
Have you had like a serious like have you ever been to a show that you've like done like photography for, and it's just like that was a fucking mess? Like do shows get fucked up sometimes?
They get fucked up, but not due to the band usually. Usually it's due to my equipment. Like when I started, you know, my equipment used to like fuck up on me. Like so much shit has happened to like my stuff. Like I remember in Brooklyn, like somebody broke my flash. Like somebody like no, I wasn't in Brooklyn. I was in Jersey. Like someone broke my flash, and I was just like, damn. And then in Brooklyn, somebody like I was like, you know, taking a photo like this, and then like somebody like jumped off stage and like kicked it.
Oh.
And then like the screen broke, and like the shutter wouldn't go like half the time.
That
and,
sounded
like,
expensive.
Like all the buttons would stop working like every couple of minutes, and like I did like a tour after that completely with like a broken screen and like half broken camera. So like that was pretty stressful. So it hasn't really ever been like fucked up due to the bands. It's usually like fucked up due to my equipment. But that was like more so like 2 years ago. So
it's pretty much going smooth now.
yeah, it's all been pretty smooth now.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, I mean, what's there to jinx so far?
Yeah, I guess now. Yeah, trip and fall.
Yeah,
that's like the most that could happen.
Yeah, it's like the other thing too is that like last year in January, like I got my dream photo camera, and I was like so excited using it. Like I used it for 2 tours, and then I used it for a couple shows, and then that was it. Because then like everything stopped. So I was like, damn.
So we were talking about before how like it opened a bunch of doors for you and stuff.
Yeah.
What's like the most pampered you've been on a tour? Because I'm sure there's been like moments where you're like, wow, this is like the fucking like the rock star like treatment. Have you had that?
I haven't had like I guess like a full like on like hotels every night, you know, like food.
Even if it's like one night, have you been like super
yeah,
hooked
yeah,
up
yeah.
one night?
I would say like the most like I guess like pampered would probably be I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Those old people.
Those old people.
That's gotta be up there.
No, you see, like actually, like older guys are like pretty frugal, like on tour. Like they're like, you know, they're like, yeah, no, we're not staying at a hotel. Like, you know, we're gonna sleep in the van, save $100. You know, we're gonna go home with more money for ourselves, sort of thing. It's like the younger guys that are like, fuck it, you know,
living in the moment.
Like, well, yeah, like younger bands usually like are the ones that are like, you know, like yeah, let's get a hotel. Like yeah, let's go out to eat here. Let's do this. Where it's like the older bands are like, all right, we're sleeping in the van, taking showers at Planet Fitness. We're going to go to Walmart, buy a stack of bread, pound of ham, pound of cheese, a cooler, and then we'll just like eat off $20 in one day, all of us together.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. The bread one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just eat the bread. That's
bread
it.
and craft singles, man. At least give me a
No, I
toaster.
mean, it was sandwiches.
At least give me a toaster. We can do grilled cheese.
You're so spoiled.
Where are you gonna put
A
the
toaster?
Nah, dude, like people like buy those like converters and stuff. Like you just like plug it into your car and then like
See,
yeah, it like
told you
supports
you
up
can
to
have
like 60 watts. I think.
Nah,
Anything is possible.
You fucking open up the hood of the car.
You plug it straight to the battery.
I've cooked like a can of beans on the dashboard before.
Why?
Just drive a long time, put a can of beans on the dashboard, see if it'll cook. It'll cook. It's
Yeah.
But wait, you did it like because you were hungry, or just
No,
because?
just to see if it'll happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you could have stopped
Ooh, speaking
somewhere.
of beans, somebody on the Angel Maker tour bought them beans, like cans
How
of
many?
bush beans.
Oh
It was
yeah.
like a bunch of them with like their logo on it.
As soon as you said speaking of beans, you had my immediate
Yes,
attention.
you had mine, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Beans?
Story with beans.
Did they eat the beans?
I don't think so. Actually, they might. I don't
I
know.
remember the meme of the guy eating beans in the movie
This
theater.
man.
Another
Yeah, man.
another thing about beans. There's this guy. I was on tour with Bro Job and like. that
Oh, you were on tour with
wait,
Bro
really?
Job?
Yeah, last year.
Oh, I fucking love Bro
Not
Job.
last year, like November of 2019. And then on the first day, it was in Chicago. And so there's this band Hive playing too, and they have their manager, EJ Shannon. And for some reason, he like airdropped me like 25 photos of beans in like in like strange situations. It was like a drum kit filled with beans, just a whole bunch of them.
Beans in different scenarios.
Yeah.
You see the guy open his computer and it's full of beans?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Beans with
Brought it into the
photos.
shop.
No, he had the guy come into his house,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
are these the hard drives? And he just pointed to the beans. Oh my god, that dude's fucking hilarious. And then he put SpaghettiOs in his fucking fuel tank. Took it to a mechanic.
No,
That's
no,
great.
no,
I would
so-
totally do that. I'll put fill my amp with beans and fucking bring it to Guitar Center.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with my
Yeah, are these the amps?
Alright, too much beans. Too much beans.
Yeah,
Too much
I would say not enough beans.
beans?
Look. So like, have you seen any like fans give bands like weird gifts
Besides beans.
besides beans?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head right now, but there have been like a lot of instances, mostly in the Midwest, like Illinois, like
I knew it was fucking weird out there.
Kansas, like Missouri. Like for some reason, like those people will bring out like really great hospitality, but it would just be like very unconventional things that you wouldn't expect to be gifted. You know, like sometimes like people will give like band members like gift cards, you know, just like to like a gas station or like
It
to a
helps.
food chain. Like it
Certainly
helps, you know. Or like somebody will bring like, oh, I made you this, and like sometimes like that's cool, but sometimes it's like really unconventional items. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but it's just been like some situations where I'm just like, ah,
May do a peach
Maybe your sweater
cobbler.
out of
nice.
I made this one out of my tears. Oh man.
For someone's
So you got really quiet for a second.
For someone's party once, me and one of my friends, Rakim, we gave them an eggplant and a loofah. Because it was a Sweet 16 we got invited to last minute in Elizabeth. So we just walked to the nearest store. And the only thing, it was like 12 at night. Because, you know, like quinceañeras, they go on forever. Yeah. It was a quinceañera. But, so we're at this store, right?
This Diana, you gave
Yeah.
Diana an eggplant?
Yeah, so our friend Diana, so we just find, the only store opens a grocery store. We're like, yo, we gotta get her something. So we're like, what would be funny? We just got her a loofah and an eggplant. And like in front of her whole family, we gave it to her. Like in front of, like, that felt so awkward. And also, no, we got her a ball of yarn and it fell during her dance and it rolled in. And we were like, oh my god.
Do you think she used any of those?
Huh?
Do you think she used any of them?
No.
Probably not.
No?
Maybe the
Maybe they
eggplant.
cooked it.
It's a thought that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
At
It's
least
like
they
you
brought
could have eaten this, you know, eggplant
Maybe the
Parm.
loofah. Maybe the loofah.
Nah, eggplant parm is pretty good.
Uh,
Eggplant parm fucking slaps.
you take
I'm really
all
hungry
the-
now, dude.
You take all the unfavorable vegetables and put them in one and make a dish. That's eggplant parm.
I agree.
Tomatoes,
I agree with
eggplant.
that. No, I love tomatoes, but like eggplant parm.
I don't like tomatoes. Like I can't eat like a straight up tomato. I'll puke. I'll die. Straight up. Let's talk about Jersey for a little bit. I like Jersey a lot. All right.
Alright.
So, what's your favorite place to eat in Jersey?
Favorite place to eat in Jersey? Damn.
Primanti Bros.
Yeah, right.
It's not in Jersey.
Have you been to Primanti Bros
I
in
don't
PA?
think so. No.
Oh man, next time you're going on a tour in PA, like West PA,
Yeah.
go there.
Primanti
Sandwiches
Bros.
fucking rock. It's like a
So
chain out
good.
there. Yeah.
Dude, I'm trying to think. Best place to get in Jersey? I don't know.
Like, what would you recommend? Like, if a band's coming here and they're like, Eduardo, where the fuck we going to eat, man?
Oh, Wawa.
Wawa? Okay, alright. Alright, yeah. I just went to Wawa before this, too.
Yeah, honestly, like that's probably the place to go. Like if it's if band wise, like if they want to come to never been to the area, just go to Wawa. Like it's open like usually like past 12 when shows are over anyway.
I don't think it's ever closed.
Yeah, and like you can get like whatever like quesadillas, sandwich, soup, mac and cheese, milkshake, snacks, gas.
You know, that's actually probably the best answer you could have came up with because it's like it's not too expensive and there's a lot there.
Yeah.
What is Sheets? Isn't that like the same thing?
Sheets is the bitch ass version of Wawa.
It's like the same thing, but just like it has
they
fried
have this-
food.
yeah.
They have mozzarella sticks, which
I went there and they have like roast beef sandwiches and stuff. I don't want that. Keep it.
Keep your beef, man.
Anytime a band, like, if the band was from out of state and they came here, like, I would suggest them just something like with Taylor ham, just because I know.
Yeah,
they
like a
it.
bagel shop.
Yeah.
New Jersey bagels kick ass. I've never had a bagel anywhere else. Have you? Because you've been on tour bunch.
Yeah.
Have you had a bagel in like other states and
Yeah.
shit? Are they like?
Are
they up to par?
Yeah, I've never went anywhere and said I want a bagel.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I'm not like a giant like bagel guy, so like, I'm just like.
You see, I feel so bad now. You got me so insecure in this podcast.
You think Jersey? I know a lot of people say Jersey has the best pizza. What do you think?
Honestly, I feel like any pizza outside of Jersey and like New York is like not great at all. Not good at all. Like it's edible, but like it just doesn't.
get a lot of hate for this.
It doesn't hit the same. The one thing that does like compare though is like deep dish pizza from like Chicago and stuff. Like that's pretty good.
That looks like insane.
I don't like New York pizza. It's greasy and it's cheap and it's nasty.
And it fills you up.
You're something else. I don't even know what you eat. Like you eat weird shit all the time.
No, I don't.
You get like
I
a
go
like
and
a
I
think
eat
Michael
chicken
eats
tenders.
weird.
That's it. That's chicken tenders.
You're saying Michael eats weird?
yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't eat.
Okay. He only eats Isaiah. He only eats chips and French fries.
Isaiah.
Dude, I've known people like that on tour. And I don't know how
Yeah.
they survive.
Like I stopped at Wawa. I was like, "Does anyone want anything?" And he's like, "Yeah, just give me 2 bags of
right
chips."
there.
Yeah, I literally have 2 bags of chips in there for him to eat.
All I eat. He's known me my whole life. You can ask him. I only like literally eat junk food. I don't know what's like normal food is. I just don't like the taste.
And he's the
nothing
skinniest
tastes that
motherfucker
good to
ever.
me.
Dude, that's what I don't get.
I don't
That shit's not fair.
Just a lot of things don't taste good to me. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
I mean, lately I've just been eating food like not for its taste, just for like what it does for you. Honestly.
I don't know if I could do that.
There's a guy out there eating light bulbs right now.
Yeah, probably.
Because they probably taste good. Are they nutritious? No.
Probably not.
But-
Eating light bulbs.
Wait, did I tell you my parents actually got me a limited edition bag of Doritos like last week. It's a bag from the 70s.
What the fuck? How?
I just came
Who
home and they
kept
were like,
that?
"We got you this."
I bet
you fuck around and open it.
Of course, I got 2 of them.
You
Oh.
ate one?
I ate one
You
of
ate
those.
those petrified chips?
No. It tasted like completely fine, so I was just guessing it was just a new bag they brung around me to saw somewhere. It's not.
Oh, so it looked retro.
Yeah, but it was cool as hell. I was
Okay.
like, "What the hell?" Like,
Crystal Pepsi?
Yeah, I didn't like that when it came out again. It tasted weird.
No, I was talking about LA Beast drinking.
Oh yeah, you know the LA Beast?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever
I've
have you seen
I've
it?
seen the video.
Yeah.
Do you know who Shoe Nice is?
Shoe Nice?
Shoe Nice?
I don't think so.
Okay, there's a guy named Shoe Nice, and he just eats stuff for views. And he ate some Apple headphones while they were plugged in.
Oh, him? Oh yeah. Oh my god, man. What about who else? We got Badlands Chugs.
Oh, that guy, yeah. That guy going to drink the entire ocean.
Yeah.
And he stopped like 3 seconds in.
Oh man, how the fuck did we get to this conversation?
I don't know.
Holy shit.
who knows?
Talking about food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
It went from beans, then you asked him crazy tour gifts, then that went to
New
Bagels.
Jersey food.
yeah, Jersey food, bagels,
somehow
pizza.
eggplant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the eggplant.
And the
Was it because
leafless
the eggplant?
sponge.
Maybe. Fuck
This
it.
is what happens when you like just keep the ball rolling.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Gotta talk about something.
It's good fluid
Alright, yeah.
conversation.
All right, I mean, let's put
Let's
someone on the
get back.
spot.
Let's get back to the.
Michael, ask a question. Right now. Go. Anything.
I had a
Boom.
question, but-
No, but if I ask a random question, then it's just gonna
Ask a
go back
music
to
one.
the same. Oh, we gotta think of a music one.
Or tour one.
Or a tour one.
3, 2.
I don't got it. Not right now.
All right, I'll go. I'll shoot. Ready? Who is the craziest band on tour?
The craziest
that you've
band
been
tour.
with? Like just wild, like party,
They're just wild and party.
but like in a good way. Not
In a
like,
good way, yeah. No, I'm trying to think because there are some bands that like just go fucking crazy. Hold on, I need to look through my phone really quick and remember because I honestly know. You know what band I love that like knows how to like they just do their shit and like it's always a good time. No Zodiac.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not together anymore, but they were just like the chillest like guys like. it was fun with them. Another band that's like that too would probably be. Damn. I can't think of one right now.
Hitting them with the hard questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, I don't want to get like too like personal with that sort of stuff because like I don't want to speak on somebody and then they're like,
like, hey, that's not us, man.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
All right. Well.
Another band too is Extortionists though. Like they're pretty fun.
Okay.
Like, I remember one time it was one of their, I forget which member's birthday, and I went with them that night just because it was their birthday. Like me and Rob from So This Is Suffering just like went to their van. So it was like 7 people in their van, but like the way they had their stuff set up, it was just like bunks. So like 2 people could sleep on the bottom bunk, 2 people could sleep in the top bunk. One person could sleep on the like back, like still like chair looking thing, and then like someone could sleep on the front row. So like it was like all set up like to fit like a lot of people. So that was like pretty fun.
I've always seen buses like our vans like that on Bus Invaders. Like that YouTube, if you ever
Dude,
seen it.
actually, so I was with this one band in January, and like they had a whole like interview thing with him too. Call It Home, and then like In Search of Solace. Like I think he's based like out of that like Chicago area, and like he came through and like did like a whole like rundown thing with them, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, because I remember years ago I don't remember what band it was. They had like a van there. It's like, yeah, we just put some 2x4s in here, built a bunk bed.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, that is so cool.
That wasn't Knock Loose, was it?
Dude, it's cool, but it's just like. It's like a blessing and a curse. So it's a blessing because like you have space and like you don't have to worry about staying like in the van. Mm-hmm. But like if you get in an accident, you're dead. Yeah, like those 2x4s are not gonna hold up, and your body's just gonna like.
Yeah, you're just hoping for the best at that point.
Yeah.
Put a seatbelt on the bunk bed.
Yeah, honestly, dude, there's been like
cage.
so many like close calls like that I've been on where like. We've almost like been on like the brink of like death. Like I'm not one band in particular, but like multiple bands, whether it's like weather related, like ice on the floor, on the ground, or like driving through snow, or like
have you been through a tornado?
Driving through. There was a tornado warning when I was with Angel Maker. Like we were supposed to play in Kansas, and then there was like a tornado headed our way, and then like nobody wanted to leave. But then we're just like, hey, like the roof's pretty like not that sturdy, and like this venue's
you
like.
said Kansas.
Yeah.
Isn't that like where Wizard of Oz took place?
Yeah.
And there's a tornado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like the most tornadoes in that state, like Oklahoma and shit.
Yeah, and then like we had to like, and then like the alarm started sounding out, like the tornado warning alarm.
Oh
like,
my god!
I've never heard anything like that in person.
So then I was like,
That scared the shit out of me.
Boys, we gotta go.
I don't hear anything like that back home. I'm getting the fuck out.
You guys were in the venue at that point?
Yeah, we were. Everybody was inside, loaded up.
Oh, you didn't play the show that night?
No. Like they ended up like canceling it and everything, like which was unfortunate, but like. You know, like
the tornado actually hit.
It didn't hit like that area, like you know, unfortunately, but it did hit like another like I think it hit like Lawrence, Kansas, which is like only like a couple like 20-30 minutes away.
They was trying to come to the show and then you guys canceled it.
New Jersey gets the tornado warnings every now and then.
We're not gonna get a
but
fucking
they never
tornado.
show up.
Nah, dude, like where I live, there's been a couple like actual like tornadoes.
Oh,
like,
you actually like they've actually had bad ones there?
Yeah, like in Tom's River, there was one like a couple months ago where like it destroyed like a neighborhood, like like a shed was like destroyed, like so many trees fell down.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I lived like 15 minutes from there. I didn't even notice it. Like it just looked like rain.
Yeah,
or, like,
I see the warnings. I never actually see like the tornado.
No, I've seen the damages. It's like crazy, like how they just form out of nowhere and it's just like,
Yeah, like I'll be sitting there and it'll be slightly raining and I'm like, tornado warning? Like
it's like, yeah, right, dude. Toss my phone.
It's just drizzling and then it's a tornado warning.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there.
One of the worst parts about tour is just like driving through like Mother Nature's conditions. And like you're just like, okay, I have a van with like questionable engine and possible questionable tires, and we're driving with a trailer through areas we've never been before or that we're not familiar with.
Thin profile. I don't like. They're not big, really thin, but like they're not like the biggest of tires. And I've never driven in the snow before until like this year.
Yeah.
And it was wild.
Oh my god,
dude.
Yeah, I remember your car was
When
sliding.
I was with Victims and Traders and Angel Maker, we had to drive from like San Francisco to Seattle, so it was like a 12-hour drive overnight. And there was this like truck, like not a truck warning. It was a truck warning. They were like, be careful, pull off, like only travel if you need to. It's like a very bad storm going through the mountains, just like going straight up to fucking Seattle. And then I was just like, yo, we gotta drop, and everybody's like, nah, we gotta pull through this.
Yeah.
So dude, like I went to sleep that night, like just accepting, like, you know, I might die tonight, so like
I might not wake up.
I was like,
Yeah.
good night. But luckily, you know, I woke up and I was just like, okay, shit, we survived.
I was about to say, did you make it?
No. It
Yeah,
just
right.
fades away.
I'll say, do they ever ask you to drive? Like, have you driven on?
I've driven for bands before. Usually not. Usually they're just like, yeah, no, we hired you for photos, hired you for videos. Like, don't worry about it. But like, I've offered from time to time when everybody's like super tired or like, you know, nobody else wants to.
Yeah, just for
And
brownie
still gotta
points.
go. Yeah. I mean, it's fun, dude. I like driving, but
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm so tired. But can I ask a question that doesn't involve music?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you want a music question?
Yeah, go for it.
You play video games? Always ask this, but I ask this to every person. You
not
ever-
as much as I used to, but still kind of. Yeah.
What kind of video games do you like?
I like really popular ones. Like I played like Last of Us 2 when it came out. That was really fun. I like replayed all the 3 BioShocks because like it came out on the Switch, so I was just like, you know, I gotta buy that.
How was it on the Switch? Because I only played the.
It was
remake
pretty
version.
fun, dude. It was fun just to like have it like handheld and like playing like wherever you want.
I was looking at it because I just got a Switch for Christmas. I was literally
Yeah.
looking at it in the store and I was like, I was thinking about it because I love BioShock.
Dude, you should.
But then I was like, how will this run on a Switch?
Dude, like I played those games and then like it made me start like it made me like buy the like you know like the book Atlas Shrugged.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it made me buy that book. So I was just like, okay, this is what the book, this is what like the video game's based out of. So like now I gotta like go into that.
So this is a book.
Yeah.
You know, I absolutely hate reading, but if it's actually a good book, maybe.
No, it's pretty good. Like I haven't read it, but like it's had like super nice reviews. It's just intimidating because it's like 1,000 pages.
The barbed wire tattoo got anything to do with BioShock you got there?
No, dude. Actually, I wanted to get like Jack, you know, Jack's symbol like on both his hands, but like since I already had like this
Oh, the
like little
chains?
ghost.
Yeah.
I was talking to you, dude.
I
about
had this
those.
little ghost already here that my friend did when I was like first like got tattooed when I was 18. So I was just like, damn, I don't want to like just get the one and then like do this. So
Yeah, I love that you see that like tattoo through the whole game, and then you find out like it has so much meaning. At the
Yeah.
end, it's like, oh my, such
yeah,
a
dude,
good
I love
game.
video game lore. Like
Yeah.
it's just like when you get super into it and you're just like, yo.
Right now I'm playing Hollow Knight, and
Yeah.
like the lore for that game is so deep, and I just love it. And just reading the lore is what's keeping me playing. It's like a
Yeah.
super hard game that's been making me mad, but just because I wanna find more of the story and learn it myself, I just keep
I
pushing
want to
through.
know what's so interesting about a game about fleas that fight.
It's not. It's more than fleas. I mean, it's like
Dude, it's
and
deeper
the
than
more
fleas,
you
bro.
go down, it's like there's mantises, there's mushrooms. Basically, like all the worms are extinct, right? So one day, the last worm, he crawled over this. It was like a huge worm. I don't know why. So he crawled over this mountain, and then he died. As soon as he got there, he died. And then
What a way to go.
And then he came out as a flea, but with like a worm head. Like
You're
this-
spoiling the game.
You
It's
ever,
like
you
3
ever
years
play
old.
Metal Gear?
Huh? Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
I've played it. Yeah. I
That
played
game-
Solid Snake.
That game is like a loophole of lore.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
I think this is a good segue. How do you keep yourself busy on tour? Because I'm sure there's parts where you're just driving and fucking driving.
Dude, honestly, like, I usually just like fall asleep.
yeah.
Like I'll try to like usually stay up during the night, like when everybody's like still awake and everything. And if I know there's gonna be a long drive, like you know, I'll just be like, all right, you know, it's time, it's time to sleep. But other than that, I like sometimes I'll bring my Switch with me and like I'll play like games. Like I think like one tour, like I brought my Switch with me and I think I got like 80 hours worth of Skyrim on it. Just because like we had like that power converter too, so like I didn't have to worry about my power running out. Either that or like I'll like download shows on Netflix and like I'll watch those sort of thing.
I played Skyrim for like the first time, like actually playing it on the Switch,
Yeah.
and it's pretty fun.
Dude, I have like 1,000 hours on that.
On the Switch?
No, like in general, probably like through PS3, PS4 on the Switch.
I got lost on the Switch. I did the DLC, not even knowing it was a DLC,
Yeah.
and I don't know where to go now. So
I played Skyrim like for 2 hours back when it came out in 2013.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it came out that long ago. And
Dude, it came out in 2011, I think.
Too early?
I think so. I don't know.
Who knows? But I know that game is old. But I remember like
That
it
game
came
sounds-
out. I played 2 hours and I was just like, I was too lazy. I just skipped through all the dialogue, so I had no clue what to do.
What's
and I just
going
never
on?
touched it again because I got lost.
I'm
It
so
was like
boring
go
when it
to
comes
this
to games.
area, but we're not gonna tell you how to
November
get there.
11th, 2011. That game's almost 10 years old. And
I
I'm
thought it was
still playing there.
2013.
Shit. Yeah, I play games like Madden, Call of Duty, play Sea of Thieves.
Dude, I
But I'm
stopped playing
boring.
Call of Duty. I stopped. Dude, I don't know what it was. Like once they introduced like all that like extra like shit, like I think I just stopped playing. Like for me, like my favorite games were like Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and then like once like they started introducing like that, yeah, you get like jetpack jump and
Oh,
like,
yeah, I didn't like.
and they're like now you can't knife, now you gotta like, hit people twice
Yeah.
and stuff. You know,
You
like,
gotta beat the shit out of it, man.
The
Yeah,
exo
okay.
jumping.
Yeah, I haven't really been playing like
Yeah, no.
first-person shooters like that really anymore.
I think that game ruined it too. What was it, Advanced Warfare?
I think so. Yeah,
That game ruined like the whole genre. That's when they started adding weapon variations and all that garbage. And
Advanced Warfare was the first one with microtransactions.
Yeah.
Was that the one right after
Ghost?
Oh, that was after Ghost.
Yeah, that
so
was
Ghost
the
was
one
after
with
Modern Warfare 3, then, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the one with the giant laser gun.
No, Black Ops 2.
The giant laser.
Yeah, there's a laser. That game had a laser gun.
You heard me, Chris? It was after Black Ops 2. Because it goes Modern Warfare 3, then Black Ops 2, then
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I Call of Duty, like, it's just the newest one, Cold War. It's just, I don't like it so much. It's literally turned me off of first-person shooters. Like, all I've been playing recently are RPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I touched Cold War for the campaign, maybe 3 days worth of multiplayer, and I played Zombies, and I haven't touched it in like
Zombies is good as hell.
2 or 3 weeks.
Cold War Zombies, probably the best Zombies, but I put, like, so much time into it so fast. Like, I have 2-3 days played with Zombies already, and now I just don't like the game. It's nothing to do. Zombies is boring. I don't like multiplayer. I played the first mission of the campaign, and I just have no, like...
No desire.
Yeah, no.
Like,
World War II was the last Call of Duty campaign I played, and it was so good. World War II's campaign...
Modern Warfare's campaign was
I
really,
didn't
really
play
good.
World War II's campaign.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, I didn't play it.
World War II campaign, that was the first one where I actually felt like it was like... That was really cinematic. It's like a real movie.
Yeah, I felt like Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. In like a good way. If that can be good. But
I don't even remember that movie anymore.
What?
We watched
That's
it
an
at
amazing
school,
movie.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you a
why I
big
remember
movie
that.
guy?
Yeah, I like watching.
What's your favorite movie?
Dude.
That's like the ultimate question.
Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, right.
No, dude, that is a really hard
Sausage
question.
Party.
That's my favorite movie.
Sausage Party, no. Damn. See, I can't think now. There's too many.
Yeah.
Recently, like my favorite movie that I watched recently, like I feel like that's easier. It's probably Shutter Island.
That was a good one. I saw that one like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but honestly, like
Fucking
favorite
crazy.
movie, I would probably say Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
I've never watched Lord of the Rings in my life.
Me neither.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm a huge Star Wars guy.
See, I'm the opposite. I never really liked Star Wars like that.
And you're either one or the other. You're
You're either one or the other. I've met someone that's both, and that's just depressing.
No one likes it.
Like, good life, dude.
I've never watched any of the big series. I never watched Harry Potter, never watched Star Wars.
I watched Harry Potter, but I never followed Harry Potter.
I watched Harry Potter. And
Never really followed it like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
For me, it was always like Lord of the Rings. Like.
I like Star Wars, but I don't mess around with Lord of the Rings and Star Trek and all that stuff too much.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree Star Trek is like super like geeky kind
I
of.
thought it was pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, no, I've seen some episodes.
I've
on
heard
TV
people
when
say
they're
that's
like
like the geekiest one.
Yeah, no, I don't really judge them in like geek levels. If you like it, you like it.
No. I meant like as like it's not like as good as the others.
I
Like,
just
it's
don't
like
find it
I feel
interesting.
like it has the least production value out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like
over.
Lord of the Rings is like one of the top like grossing movies of all time, right? I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
I think so.
That Star Wars. I don't think Star Trek even like scraped the surface.
Avatar.
Wait, I'm talking like
Yeah, I know.
it's not a series yet.
It's not
This
serious
year
yet.
it'll become one.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
will?
Avatar. They're coming out a new one.
What do you mean?
The Blue People.
I mean, the last movie they took like 12 years to make it.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah, it took a while to
they're
make.
taking another 12 years. To
Yeah.
make
Yeah,
it.
but they have like 5 more coming out within the next like 10 years.
That is crazy.
It's crazy. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
That is money.
They should have just ended it as it was, but like they're pissed off that like Infinity War was it Infinity War? No,
Yeah,
Endgame.
Endgame
made more money than it.
Yeah.
Then Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avatar was the best.
Yeah, for like
most
years,
money.
and then he came out and it was like, ah.
Yeah, and then they just missed it, so they came out and put it back in theaters for like another week.
Yeah. You know what's crazy too? I haven't seen Endgame yet.
What?
Endgame?
Do you know what happens?
I've seen like just from like all the memes and shit, so like I know like the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
thing, like Iron
yeah.
Man dies and
Oh,
like
man.
Spider-Man becomes like the next dude and like Thanos goes like half the community. So it's just like it got spoiled for me. Honestly, like the last thing I saw was like for like the whole like MCU universe was probably Civil War.
Oh, so
And
you're,
then, like, I just,
you're a
like-
little far back.
Yeah, I'm pretty far back, dude. It's just like so many of them came out and like I don't know why I just like lost the interest in those movies. But like, dude, I love like the Iron Man movies. Like, those are probably my favorite out of the MCU.
It's like I would kill to go back and watch Endgame for like the first time again. It was like a whole experience.
Yeah.
It's like going to see like your favorite band for the first time.
Yeah.
It's like nothing will ever beat the first time, just because how you feel.
It was an okay movie.
For me, that's the first time I saw Fight Club. First time I saw Fight Club, I was like,
This is crazy.
I remember you put me on Fight Club. That movie was crazy.
That's how I felt with John Wick.
Remember
John
Someone saw
Wick's
John
fucking
Wick, I
dope.
was like, yo, what the fuck is up with this guy?
Remember when you were like a kid and you see like an action movie and then you take the personality of that movie for like,
Yeah.
the rest of the day? Oh, I want to be
For the
that
rest
guy.
of the
Twilight.
year.
I'm a vampire.
For the rest of the
For
year.
the rest of the year. Yeah.
I'm the
man.
Hulk now, or I'm Iron Man.
Yeah. I'm gonna shave my beard into Tony Stark's.
I remember I saw Iron Man, and then after that I went and robbed the bank in an Iron Man costume.
What? Oh my god.
Boo.
It was a good joke. It was a good joke. Just need more pizzazz.
But yeah, I've never been like a huge movie guy. I don't know why. Like growing up, I just felt like I never had the attention span. Like I've never really even watched like any of the huge Disney movies. Never watched them.
I like movies, but I hate the people who are like, I watch film.
Now I like movies.
Like,
yeah,
those like gatekeepers of movies.
Disney Channel
Honestly, dude,
movies.
like getting into like the whole like photography, videography, like thing, like really opened my eyes. So like now I watch movies with like intention in a way. So I'm just like, oh, that scene was like lit up pretty well, or
Yeah.
like, oh, like the costume design person is like really good. or,
Is
like,
there
wow.
one movie scene that like blew you away? You're like, wow, that was fucking crazy. Off the top of your head, like you
off
don't
the top of my head, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Yeah, I really put you on the spot. And a bunch
Yeah,
of
you
questions.
did. All right, let's change the subject.
Yeah.
So I don't get more embarrassment from this.
All right, well, you got any final questions? Anything.
I don't know.
Anything in the world.
Anything in the world. I don't know. Do you?
Do you?
Do you?
What are tomorrow's lottery numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Tonight's actually.
Oh.
2,
Powerball's tonight.
10, 15.
If those are correct, I swear to God. Like, even the first three, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
If they were correct, I'd probably be very angry with myself.
Yeah, right?
You know, just for that, just like go buy a Powerball online right now.
I think it actually went by already.
Oh, did it?
No, we got a little bit of time. We got 43 minutes.
All right, after this is over, do that.
Yeah, let's book
Do
it.
10, 15, and if you win, you gotta
2,
split the
10.
money.
Wait, how many numbers does it take?
I don't know.
I don't fucking play the lottery.
I
Yeah.
gotta think of some more
I don't
now.
play the lottery either, but I know you can do it online now. So
I gotta think of some more.
But dude, this has been awesome. I'm really glad we got to record this. This has been
Yeah,
super
definitely.
fun, new experience, and we definitely want to have you back on again.
yeah, it was
because,
fun.
You
Feel
know,
like we touched on a bunch of shit.
you're now a friend of the podcast.
Hell yeah.
So we appreciate you, man. Go check out his band Refine Me. Go check out his work. He's an amazing photographer. And everyone have a good night.
Good night.
No, you have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.